This is the Iowa Weather Report for Saturday, September 21st, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have the trough axis well off to our east across the Great Lakes in the Ohio River Valley. A bit of a ridge in between the next trough that's off the Pacific Northwest coast, and that ridge is going to bring us a lot of fairly tranquil weather over the next couple of days. In fact, the frontal system is in the eastern Great Lakes, the Ohio, Tennessee River Valley, into the Texas Gulf Coast. The storm out to our west begins to organize into the Intermountain West here. On Sunday, one piece comes into the Four Corners region. That may clip us, the northwestern counties, on Monday, but here on Sunday it'll be a bit windy in the western counties, otherwise fairly tranquil. Heading into Monday, you can see that system starts to lift out. Doesn't look very organized at this point, and that's why the chances of rain here Monday night into very early Tuesday are mainly going to be confined to the northwestern third of the state. And then on Tuesday, you can see most of that rain, if there's still any left, it's going to be over northern and central Minnesota, heading up into Canada. Any other rain will be in the northwest and around the Gulf Coast and in Florida. Moving into Wednesday, you can see another storm comes as the winds begin to turn back to the south again after a respite on Tuesday. Low pressure center in the Black Hills of South Dakota, but most of the moisture from that system will be to the north and west. But then you can see the Gulf starts to open up here on Thursday as the low pressure center will be north of Sioux Falls, so some isolated showers and storms along the frontal system late Thursday afternoon into the evening, and then on Friday the rest of the state gets in on the action with some showers and thunderstorms. Could affect some high school football games next Friday night. Otherwise it'll be fairly calm east and west of the state at this point. Next weekend, next Saturday, you can see the trough axis with that system is now just to our east across the Great Lakes. And then fairly tranquil elsewhere, a bit of a ridge over the Gulf Coast and into Mexico. And you can see that frontal system across the Great Lakes through the middle Mississippi River Valley down into Texas, and a fairly decent storm system off the Pacific coast, off of the west coast of Canada. So we move into the month of October. October the 2nd, we have a piece of energy moving through Nevada at this point. Otherwise, a ridge pretty much over the southeast, Tennessee and Ohio River valleys into the eastern Great Lakes. That's going to keep us, fairly calm. Keeps the winds out of the south, keeps us fairly warm. It also keeps maybe a chance of a shower or storm around with a low pressure center in eastern Colorado. So we'll have to see if this continues on future model runs. And then at the end of the forecast on October the 6th, main storm track is across Canada, but a little bit of a track is moving through our neck of the woods, a bit of a wave moving into the plain states with some energy over the Texas Panhandle. And there could be some showers and thunderstorms with that as well, but that could be gone in the very next run, so we're not very confident in this at this point, but we'll have to look at anything for any possible rainfall heading into October. The satellite image from last evening. You can see the frontal system quite clearly with the cloudiness from the eastern Great Lakes through the Ohio, Mississippi River Valley down into South Texas. Also some clouds in the Pacific Northwest as well. Watch warning map from last evening. Flash flood watches in effect across the interior of West Virginia, the Gulf Coast, some wind advisories in the west, and frost advisories in the Dakotas and northwest Minnesota. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, showing no rain around here. Any heavy rain along the Gulf Coast and across the Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies.